Good morning, student. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today I am going to discuss with you the topic of migration in the book of Indian People and Economy. So, migration, you are familiar with the census in India. It contains information about migration in the country. Actually, migration was recorded beginning from the first census of India conducted in the year 1881. So, what is the migration? Migration is the permanent movement of the person from one geographical location or region to another. So, it means the persons move from one place to another for any reason is known as a migration. So, migration comes into the two terms international migration and internal migration. As the regard of few facts pertaining to the internal migration within the country and international migration out of the country and into the country from other countries are presented here. So you can see in this block international migration. This occurs when people leaves one country or state to settle in another, living in India to take up residence in Canada or USA is an example of international migration. And in the other side, internal migration is refers to the movement of people who have changed their residence within a country. For example, leaving Uttar Pradesh to settle in Punjab is the example of internal migration. Next one is the reason for migration. So people are generally emotionally attached to their place of birth, and but millions of the people leave their places of the birth and residence. There could be a variety of reasons. So these reasons can be put into the two broad categories. First one is the pull factor, second one is the push factor. So push factors plus pull factor is equal to factor affecting the migration. It means when the both push and pull factors add together, it equal to the effect of the migration. So push factor is the things that cause the person to leave their residences, and second one is the pull factor. Pull factor things that cause the person to come into new areas. So here some reasons are the push factors: lack of basic infrastructures like housing, water, light, road, etc. And second one is the low wages of salaries and limited or no recreational facilities for children and lack of technologies. These are the push factors. And next one is the pull factor. Pull factor reasons are availability of jobs. Second one is the technological advancements, availability of recreational facilities for children, and high wages for the people. So this one is the push factor and pull factors. So consequences for the migration. So these are the response to the uneven distribution of opportunity over space. So people tend to move from place of low opportunity and low safety to the place of higher opportunity to better safety. So here we discuss the first economic consequences. Economic consequences first. The benefits the high where people migrated from migrants sent to remittances. So remittances means the people earn to the money of the another country, another state, and send their money to its origin place. This is the meaning of remittances. Second one is the Punjab, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu receive the great amount of remittances. Remittances help to the growth of economy of source region, and remittances work as a lifeblood for the poor in Bihar and UP. You know, the most of the UP and Bihar peoples are migrated into the Punjab and other states, so they have earned to the money here and sent to the money for their origin places. So that's why it's a life for the blood for the poor peoples. And next one is the unregulated migration to the urban areas has caused for overcrowding. Development of slums, developed states is the negative consequences of unregulated migration within the country. This one is the economic consequences. Next one is the demographic. Demographic comes to the migration leads the redistribution of people within the country, age, skill, selective out of migration from rural areas, impact for rural demographic structures, and high out of migration from UK, UP, Rajasthan have brought serious imbalances in age sex compositions in these three states. And next is the social consequences. Migrants act as the agent of social change and new ideas related to technology, family planning, etc. are diffused from urban rural areas from them. And migration leads to the intermixing of the people for diverse cultures. This one is the social consequences of the migration. Here's some positive consequences of migration on the country of origins are the money earned abroad is remitted in country of origin providing the foreign exchange, and it provides a temporary solution to the unemployment. Migrants learn valuable skills which may benefit the country when they returns, and this one is the elevated stress on the social services. This one is the positive consequences of migration on country origin, and the other side negative consequences of migration receiving the countries is greater pressure on the resources of the countries, and second one is the greater pressure on the social services of the country, social resettlement towards the newly arrived, and the changes in the country's sex and age structures. This one is the negative consequences of the migration. So this one is the basically describe about to the migration. Thank you all of students. And one thing is more, the MCQ of this chapter I will share you the next video soon. Thank you all of you.